the minister has not recounted the inadequacy of staff in dealing with the problem. So it is mischievous for the minority leader to suggest.
Whenever I say ma PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
You are once again welcome to PENDREAM TV, the only channel that brings you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like and also share to other members to watch as well. You can equally leave a comment at the comment section after watching, or send us a voice note on our WhatsApp number, which is 0277 128 777. Thank you. Today I want you to join me listening to or watch what happened in Parliament and how Dafeamekpo and Ibrahim has also disgraced Afenyo Markin on the floor of parliamentary proceedings. Without much ado, I would like you to join me listening to what transpired. Thank you.
The minister invited us to assist at the local level, and he talked about governance at the local level. I need to lay a foundation in respect of the comment. Mr. Speaker, the point is that there is no political leadership at the local government level. I am calling on the Minister of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs to expedite the process. Because, Mr. Speaker, all the policies of government, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Health, the implementation agents, the implementation authority is given to the MMDC. Everything would end there. Without the MMDC, government policy cannot be implemented at the local level. As it is today, we only have the coordinating directors acting. They are unable to even call assembly meetings. So, Mr. Speaker, as part of the call by the Minister of Health, I believe that to enable him roll out these interventions effectively, the Minister of Local Government may also have to support by expediting action on the appointment of MMDCs so that together they can roll this out. Our people are suffering, Mr. Speaker. Our people are suffering. And without political leadership, it will be difficult. Second and final, he also called on support from the healthcare professionals. He, in fact, commended their industry thus far. But, Mr. Speaker, the only way we can have adequate support for intervention would be to have sufficient staff levels. Mr. Speaker, as we speak, the minister is aware that appointment of healthcare professionals are being revoked. He is calling for intervention. He is calling for more healthcare professionals to support. Mr. Speaker, I heard Honorable Ladi talked about the community health nurses. They are the people who undertake the education at the local level. Many of our people, yes, we speak here, but many of our people do not get the information. The basics are always handled by the community health nurses. This is a situation where community health nurses who have been employed have been given termination letters, and this is the very time that the Minister of Health need their support.
Honorable Minority Leader, I recognize the Majority Leader. Majority Leader, are you on point of order?
Mr. Speaker,
Majority Chief Whip.
Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, I rise pursuant to Order 1221A. Mr. Speaker, My point is that, one, there was no indication in the minister's statement that minus the MMDCs, his ministry is not making interventions. So it is mostly inaccurate for the minority leader to suggest that the absence of MMDCs is hampering and affecting remediable measures being deployed by the ministry in dealing with the problem at hand. That's one. Two, Mr. Speaker, the minority leader is on record for stating emphatically that the president need not appoint or nominate an MCE for his constituency or district. He's on record to have said he has not rebutted that reportage. So today I am surprised that he's crying for an MMDC to be appointed for a Futu. Mr. Speaker, number three, there is no relevance or connection between the directive to terminate employments done by public agencies ex post facto December 7th and the remediable measures deployed by the Ministry of Health to deal with this matter. Mr. Speaker, the minister has not recounted the inadequacy of staff in dealing with the problem. So it is mischievous for the minority leader to suggest that we are in the process of terminating appointments of health personnel who have been deployed onto the field to deal with the problem. Mr. Speaker, I want to urge the minority leader to avert his mind to the fact that rendering of health services is so decentralized to the very communities. So he should make his point, he should make submissions and praise the minister for the alacrity with which he has moved to deal with the problem and not to be political. I thank you for the opportunity.
Honorable members, I indicated right from the beginning before giving the floor that we should be guided by Standing Order 91, 3 and 4. Honorable members, let me read. A member may comment on the statement and the comment shall not provoke debate. 4. A member commenting on the statement shall not take more than 5 minutes except otherwise permitted by the Speaker. So, Honorable Minority Leader, proceed and conclude, limiting it to the briefing of the Minister responsible for health.
Mr. Speaker, let me make an observation first, then comply with your order. Mr. Speaker, this is the umpteenth time I have made this observation, that if we are setting a certain precedence, which is anew, I will take notes, but I know that there is always a tomorrow in this house. Mr. Speaker, my respected colleague, who I listened to in silence, made an intervention, a supposed point of order, spoke for 7 minutes. I quietly checked the time. Mr. Speaker, if there might be silence, I listen. Mr. Speaker, we are in this chamber. Members have made their contributions. I took note. I would want Honorable Akando's statement to be made available again to him. I took notes. MMDCs. Honorable Akando made a call on us that the local government authority would have to be up and doing, and he needs the authorities to be in place. Mr. Speaker, all I am saying, Mr. Speaker, all I'm saying is that we need to have.
Honourable members, let there be order.
Mr. Speaker, the impatience and the intolerance must be dealt with so that we can have a very decent debate. Mr. Speaker, the point I am making is that we need to have the political heads to be in office to assist in the implementation of government policy. And I'm happy that the minister responsible for local government and chieftaincy affairs is in the chamber so that he takes it up in expediting it. Mr. Speaker, the minority chief whip in his intervention also made a point that I am on record to have said.
He's not the minority chief whip, he's the majority
well,
chief whip.
Mr. Speaker, I slipped. You yourself called him the majority leader. You also slipped earlier. So no problem. He is the majority chief whip and not the majority leader. Neither is he the minority chief whip. Mr. Speaker, I would have called the chair with respect. Let's treat each other that way. Mr. Speaker, he said, I am on record to have said, I don't need an MC in Winneba. Mr. Speaker, it is not true. He should quote me and quote me right. This is Hansard. This is Hansard. So when he wants to quote me, he should quote me right. Mr. Speaker, on the issue of healthcare professionals, the call by the Minister of Health was for support to healthcare professionals. And when the Honorable Ladi contributed, her contention was that we need to have more of these community health nurses because they are the people who do the direct interface to educate our people. That was a call by Honorable Ladi. And I'm adding my voice to that call by urging upon the minister to ensure that more healthcare professionals are employed. Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Minister is aware that termination letters have been issued out to healthcare professionals who have just been employed. And I'm making a call on him that considering the fact that we need more nurses to address this matter, he should relook at the situation. Mr. Speaker, here's a situation where a member of parliament for Pusiga is calling on us to engage more community health nurses at the local level to educate our people. He expressed frustration on this meningitis thing in the north, and I also know that when it comes to preventive health care, we need more healthcare professionals. Mr. Speaker, in a situation where the minister needs such support to roll out government policy, it is only right and far right to call on the Honorable Minister to ensure that no healthcare professional loses a job and that the backlog of healthcare professionals who have graduated and are at home, government ensures expedited steps in employing them. We know the budget is coming. It is a call on the Minister of Health to engage the Finance Minister to make adequate provision so that there will be clearance for more nurses and other healthcare professionals to be employed. By this, the situation will be handy because those who have been trained will be there in the communities to support our people. Our people are suffering, and he knows so. Mr. Speaker, social intervention. I support the call by Honorable Ladi, Member of Parliament for Pusiga, that there should be more social intervention like the mosquito net is talked about. Mr. Speaker, if we don't get social intervention evenly distributed and fairly given to the most vulnerable groups, Mr. Speaker, how would we be dealing with the situation as the minister has briefed us on? We need to have a transparent system where the vulnerable in our communities will get the support. And this, I believe, if minister is able to do, there will be relief at the local level. Let me, in conclusion, thank the Honorable Minister, who is a very respected colleague, for acknowledging my contribution in the fight against this menace, unfortunately. Suffice to state that he made a general acknowledgement. But just for the record and for Hansen, I have released a brand new pickup, which he knows, and I've also given a cash donation of 100,000 Ghana cedis, which he acknowledges. But Mr. Speaker, and also to thank him for making it to Winneba over the weekend. It was a promise he made that he would be in Winneba. He was in Winneba. And much as we hear to critique government, when the man does it well too, it is important that he is showing leadership. At least when he was there, those healthcare professionals were inspired, particularly the director of the Municipal Health Directorate, Dr. Paulette Brown. And I want to take this opportunity to commend all of them. Mr. Speaker, they have not slept on this matter. They've been disturbing me with it, getting me to reach out to the minister, and they've been very collective. So far, all the health facilities have been made available. And Mr. Speaker, it is important that I point out that of the 21 health centers in Efutu, 17 were constructed by me with my own pocket money. And all these facilities, yes, Mr. Speaker, the Papa Kodamti Health Center, the Akosua Village, the Penche, the Niefrem Health Facility, the Jahazi Health Facility, the Dr. Pra Health Facility, the George Kwame Kwanzaa Health Facility, and the Samuel Owusua J Health Facility. Mr. Speaker, these are health facilities are constructed and finished, and these facilities are providing support to our people. And Mr. Speaker, we will continue to serve the people and continue to rely on the Honorable Minister for his support, because there's a new children's hospital coming up. There's a new children's hospital coming up at Jenjazi. It's a 150-bed children's hospital, and it will be an intervention for both primary and secondary support facility. And I'm sure with that cooperation, in future, we will be able to address some of these things adequately. And Mr. Speaker, I would want to assure the Honorable Minister that just as we've been doing in the past, there will be cooperation. There will be cooperation to enable our people benefit. But you should remember that in terms of support to the health sector, Efutu must get its fair share. Mr. Speaker, without more, I would like to thank you for this treasure space. God bless you.
Thank you, honorable members. Because you've brought the minister responsible for local government into the debate, I intend giving him the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me the opportunity. Honorable Speaker, to begin with, I must take this opportunity to commend the maker of the statement, Honorable Kobna Minta Akano. In fact, having metamorphosed from ranking member on health to the minister responsible for health, he has started on a very good note. And I think everybody admires that. But Mr. Speaker, it is on record, and as the maker of the statement has stated, that the cholera outbreak was inherited from the previous administration. And Mr. Speaker, may I read for you Bulletin. Mr. Speaker, I must put on record that the current outbreak began over 5 months ago in October 2024 in Adan West in the Greater Accra region. Mr. Speaker, how do you blame the absence of MMDC from post on this? If there is cholera outbreak, it's a health problem, and you are attributing political problem for health problem. How can that be? Health issues, and you are using political solution. Oh, leave that. But Mr. Speaker, to proceed. Yes, it is true that Professor Mills, when he took the baton from the former President Kufuor, he allowed the MMDCs to be at post for over 5 months. That was a good example. But that opportunity too was eroded by his successor.
Yes.
When Nana Addo Dankwa took the baton from President Mahama on 13th January, he issued a directive and all MMDCs were to vacate posts. When they came from the swearing in, by the time they returned to their districts, their positions were vacated. Mr. Speaker, to proceed, even Nana Addo Dankwa himself, succeeding himself, all those MMDC who were perceived to be Alan, 134 of them were sacked. You are aware of this? The same administration, 134 MMDCs were sacked. So how do you blame us with this?
Thank you, leader.
But Mr. Speaker, I wanted to raise point of order to clear this. And you say you give me the opportunity to state. That's why I'm stating them. That is not the solution. Mr. Speaker, to continue, you blaming us. You are on record to have said that you ensure that no DCE is approved in your constituency.
Honourable member, conclude.
You are on record to have said that. So what are you saying? Mr. Speaker, you are record as majority leader to have said that you will not allow a DCE to be approved in the Futu. And if you don't approve this, how will you get DCE? Meanwhile, there's cholera outbreak, and you know DCE will come and solve it. And you are saying you will not allow us to have DCE there. So you don't have you don't want the problem to be solved. Mr. Speaker, to proceed.
Honourable member, conclude.
Mr. Speaker, I was mentioned.
Honourable Minister responsible for local government, chieftaincy, and religious affairs. Conclude.
So, Mr. Speaker, why? This is a response to a majority leader's call.
Honourable Minister responsible for local government, chieftaincy, and religious affairs.
Yes.
Yes, Honourable Minority Leader.
Mr. Speaker,
I've given the floor to Honourable Minority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, my colleagues are creating the impression that it is one Afenyo market against 1,000 NDC. No problem. Yes.
Thank you for staying tuned. PENDREAM TV really appreciates your time, and once again say God bless you for the good work you are doing. We much appreciate your time every day, every night. Without you, we are nothing. God richly bless you all. Thank you.
Dedi kama amena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.